Mr. Winfrey, how are you?
All right, how are you?
Good. I would like to talk about your two books. I really enjoyed your two books. Would you like to?
Yeah, I have two books over here. Like I said before, if you can get these two books, The Beast That Was and Is Not and Yet Is, you'll learn a whole lot about Bible prophecy. More than any preachers or teacher that can teach you, that are teaching on the radios and television. This is the 144,000 speaking in tongues. You'll learn about speaking in tongues.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Winfrey. Last week, you talked about the false prophet that said the mark of the beast will not be a computer chip.
Yes, I talked about the false prophet from South Carolina. Said that the mark of the beast will not be a computer chip, but that is not so. Now, I'm going to play this tape over again so that the people can understand what the prophet said to the people. Okay?
Okay, go right ahead.
All right. I'm trying to see if I can get it here. Let you listen real closely what he said.
The Bible chip. Listen to me carefully now. I'm going to make a statement now, and I'm on shortwave radio. And usually, there is a short reason why the Bible chip will not be the mark of the beast. It's because Terry Cook has said so. Amen. How you like that? Because Larry Bates has said so. Because Tex Mars is saying so. Are you following me? Because you see, they have doctrines that are antichrist. And why wouldn't Satan like to camouflage his mark of the beast? And I've always told you the spirit of the Antichrist is going to work from within the church. And these guys are within the church. Certain men have crept in unaware. They're not teaching holiness. Tex Mars does not preach against sin. You never hear him talk about sin in the lives of people. You never hear Terry Cook talk about sin. You never hear Bill Cooper talk about sin. You never hear Larry Page talk about sin. The one thing that tears out the heart of God, they won't even touch it. Hey, brother, you can refuse all the mark of the beast, and you still got sin in your heart. You're going to hell. You're going to hell. See? And that's the reason why I will not let them come on here and put fear and doubt, whatever they want to put in the hearts of the people, and then tell them they're not even going to be here. That's a lie. It's a lie, and I will not have it.
That's right.
Now, I'd rather have Dr. John Coleman, because at least he won't deal with that. You follow me?
Yes.
That's why if I have somebody, I'll have somebody like Dr. John Coleman who will not get on and say, well, now, praise the Lord, now, we ain't going to be here, or we're going to be called out. They're lying. They are lying.
Amen.
Now, I can't say that any plainer than that.
That's as plain as you can get it.
And the mark of the beast is not going to be the computer chip.
Amen.
Now, how you like that?
I like it.
I made a profound statement. And I promise you before Almighty God, the mark of the beast will not be the computer chip.
Praise God.
Now, it's going to be involved in the computer.
Amen.
You understand my point?
Yes.
But they don't have to put a chip in you.
Right.
All they got to do is put a mark on you.
Right.
And that's what it's going to be. A mark.
Amen.
A mark. It's so simple. God don't lie.
No, sir.
It's going to be a mark. And God never, back in the Old Testament, again, when you go back to the pattern, he in the very law taught that a man should not mark his body.
Right. You sure did.
See?
Right.
Preparing us not to receive any mark in our physical body.
That's right.
And the computer chip is not a mark.
That's right.
It's not a mark. They are going to get that thing so sophisticated, boy. Can you imagine trying to inject somebody with a little chip? They kick like a Missouri mule. But they won't kick when you put a little mark on their hand.
No.
They won't kick on that. I'm telling you they won't. They'll say, look, hey, come on. It's very simple.
You're right.
Very simple. It's going to be a mark. It has to do with the economy. I got to talk to Brother Chris.
You see that, ladies and gentlemen? He said a mark of the beast will not be a computer chip. And right now they're putting the chip in people. See how this prophet is a liar? He's a false prophet. and people can't see that. Most people, they're deceived. He was deceived, and he deceived the people.
Where are we in Bible prophecy?
Where are we in Bible prophecy? We where Jesus Christ talked about in Matthew chapter 24, where he said, a nation will rise against nation, a kingdom against kingdom. There'll be famine, pestilence, earthquake, all these things. We see all these things happening right now. But that's where we are in Bible prophecy. And there's going to be many false prophets. That's why I was telling you, letting you listen to this tape about this false prophet telling you about the mark of the beast will not be a computer chip. But the mark of the beast is coming out now, a computer chip. We're using cellular phone. It could be 2 or 3 different devices, like the Bible said, the mark of the beast and the name of the beast and the number of his name. So I'm going to play the tape where he said the mark of the beast will not be a computer chip, and I'll play it where the mark of the beast is coming out right now.
Mathematics has proven much of what's in the Bible, and the Bible so accurately predicts technological developments we're now seeing today. So whether you believe in the mark of the beast or not, a cashless society is coming. A cashless society is going to have hellish ramifications for everyone, and we won't be able to probably stop it, but we have a responsibility to resist it and hold it back as long as possible so that when it comes into fruition, it's used by God to wake up a lot of people to not go along with it, and to then defeat it quick. And even if you're not religious or not a Christian, you should be against the cashless society. So I'm going to talk to you about that today before I get into the mark of the beast, so that we can really discuss how it's being used. I mean, here's an example. Well, I'll just do it when we get to that point. But there are major companies in Europe making people take microchips to work there. There are people now flying to the airport checkpoints with their microchips. It's all being sold, it's all being massaged. I remember reading in WashTech, technical publication, the Washington Post, 1999. They were talking to the Defense Department and others, and they said, yeah, we're working with the media for the future trends to promote body modification to prepare the public to take implantable chips for commerce. That's our final goal.
See that? This is the final goal for people to have the microchip in them, where they can track you, watch you. You have fully total control over you. You see, and he said the mark of the beast will not be a computer chip. There's many companies now in Europe. I've seen it myself on television where it was showing that the mark of the beast will be, the company was using computer chip in order for you to get into the company, to have access to the door and to turn your computer on. It was using a microchip. They had to have a microchip in their hand. So the microchip is here, the mark of the beast. It's just not fully come out yet, but it's coming out gradually. You know, it's a matter of time. In a few years, many people are going to be having, but first they will volunteer. Then when the man of sin, the false prophet, get in, take control, he will demand for everybody to have the mark of the beast or the number of his name or the name of the beast. So I'm going to play another tape here I have so you can get fully the idea what I'm talking about. So let me see here.
The spirit of Satan isn't real. And I'll tell you this thing, folks, it's not of this world. I mean, I've got the highest understandings of anybody out there, and I look at it, and you look at it, and you get chills. You're like, oh my God, I can't even articulate how just massive this is, and how the evil intellect we're up against.
Let's see here.
on this planet with advanced intelligence, ladies and gentlemen, that is seeking to destroy this creation and build another one on top of it. Now, the elites believe it's skull and bones of Bohemian Grove, that they are actually worshiping fallen angels that are the good guys that are to give them eternal life and power. That's why the Bible fucks. My God, we're on a planet and people can't even figure this out. I mean, it's all real. It's all happening. But they've seized the churches, and the churches think that Christians don't get messed with, that we just get teleported out of here. No, that comes after all this. I mean, this is epic, people. There are microchipping folks all over Europe that have jobs now. That was in the BBC 3 weeks ago.
So they microchip people all over Europe just to have jobs. But I've seen it myself, like I say, I've seen it myself on television, the show. So it's coming. So where we are now in Bible prophecy, like I said, where Jesus Christ talked about in Matthew chapter 24, we're going to have wars and rumor of wars, famine, pestilence, and earthquake. It's all happening right now. But the next thing is going to be worse. It's going to increase. All what he said is going to increase.
Now, what is coming next in the Bible prophecy?
And next in the Bible prophecy is when you read that in Matthew 24, you're going to be like a persecution for the church. This is why we're getting persecuted right now. You know, like if you're not for abortion, or homosexual, all that, transgender, they come against you. And they make believe that the Christian hate, but the Christian don't hate nobody. But it's the people that for it, they're the one that hate you. Because Jesus Christ said you're going to be hated of all men for his name's sake. See, they're changing God's law. See, that's not normal for a person to go with another man, or a woman to go with another woman. But they say it's right. See, they're changing God's law. So that's why God will punish the people. But they can't see it now, but it's happening gradually, you know. But this is a matter of time. Then it's going to take them all at once. And they're going to have war and persecution after they fight Iran. It's probably going to be war over here. You see, we're having war now with racism and, you know, different things. With different race here now. So it's going to get worse as time goes on.
Some preachers and prophets, we will be raptured out of here before the Great Tribulation.
We won't be raptured out of here because the Bible says the saints must suffer persecution. That is not true. A lot of these preachers be saying we could be raptured out of here when we won't go to the Great Tribulation. Jesus Christ talked about it. It tells you all what we have to go through in Matthew chapter 24. Now, like if you read in verse 9, it said, Then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. See, this is all going to happen right pretty soon now. And the children will turn against the parents. And people don't believe that. It's starting to happen now. They don't want you to say nothing that is wrong. You don't have no authority over your children no more. Nothing no more. That system taking totally control over the people. You see, and this is why they want you to have the mark of the beast, or the number of his name, or the name of the beast, so they can track you and know everything what you are doing. And it's all here now. But where we are going to be next, after with the persecution, then you go down in verse 14. This is when the two witnesses come. See, we are not there yet. See, a lot of people, those preachers and prophets, do not understand that. They think we're right at the end. But Jesus Christ said the end is not yet, when we have wars and rumor of war and famine and pestilence and earthquake. we are not there yet. Like in verse 14, it tells you, it said that this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached into all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. This is when the two witnesses come. They're going to be preaching the gospel and prophesying. And God going to give power to his two witnesses, that they may prophesy for 3.5 years. And these prophets think like the two witnesses is here now, or just about to come, but it's not time yet. We just were fixing to go into persecution of the church, where they will be throwing you in jail for his name's sake and all that. And many will be offended. We ain't quite there yet in America, but we're getting there. So then after that, the two witnesses will come. The two witnesses will come around when the 10 horn get here, somewhere a little after or a little before, somewhere around when the 10 horn get here. Because the 10 horn make the 4th beast. Now we just in the 1st and the 2nd beast right now. And later on, we're going to get, after the United States horn be broken, we're going to get into the 3rd beast. The 3rd beast has 4 heads. There'll be 4 rulers in the kingdom. There'll be 4 rulers, 4 kings running the king. They'll be ruling the whole earth. The 3rd beast. But right now, when the United States horn get broken after they fight Iran, then when they get broken, then we're going to go into the 3rd beast. The 3rd beast can have 4 heads. They have 4 kingdoms. The false prophet could be among them, like Russia could be among them, like maybe the European nation. Could be 4 kings ruling the whole world. But the United States horn will be broken. So, and where we at, then after that, somewhere around when the 10 horn get here, or a little before, when in the time that the 10 horn are here, the 2 witnesses will come. And they will prophesy for 3.5 years. And then after the 2 witnesses are here, then they will be killed after they prophesy for 3.5 years by the Antichrist, the false prophet. And his army will kill the 2 witnesses. And then the Antichrist will rule for 3.5 years. I know there's a lot of people do not understand it. They think I'm wrong. But if you read the Bible carefully, if you understand it, then you will know where we are in Bible prophecy. Next question.
Tell us about the 4 great beasts.
These 4 great beasts. These 4 beasts are here now. But all these beasts will exercise their power. They're not exercising their power at the same time. You see, like in 2001, the United States and Britain exercised their power. Then after, in 2008, then Russia came in and started exercising his power when he took Georgia, a part of Georgia. Then he took Ukraine after a part of Ukraine, Crimea. Then they're now here in Libya. I mean in Syria. So all these beasts what the Bible talked about, they will exercise their power. You will know that they are here. Right now, you don't know it really, like the 3rd beast is in function. Right now, they're not exercising that power. See, when the United States horn get broken, then the 3rd beast will come in. And Russia will be a part of the 3rd beast. You see, there's a lot of people do not understand that. But if you read the Bible and search out the scripture, you will see where we are now in Bible prophecy. We're in the 1st beast and in the 2nd beast. You see Russia exercise, the United States exercising their power. See, the beast, the Bible calls it a beast because it kills people. You see, the 3rd beast is not here yet. It's not killing. You're not seeing them killing people. See, just like that last beast, that false prophet, the Bible tell you that he's going to be making war with the saints. He's going to be killing people, making war with nations. See, that's why the Bible call it a beast. It's like an animal. An animal see you somewhere at night in the dark, it will attack you. It will kill you. That's why the Bible called it a beast. A lot of people don't get it when the Bible said 4 great beasts. It means that they will exercise their power. They will destroy people. Anybody that come against, and a lot of times they attack other nations. All that too. Animals, when they see you a lot of time at night or anywhere, he'll watch you, you know, track you, look at you, watch you, and then he would jump at you all at once and kill you. That's what a beast do. See, that's why the Bible called it a beast. You know, anybody that try to attack them, they will attack you. You know, they have total control. There could be 4 of them after what? 4 of them together. Then after them, 4 of them come in together. The false prophet could be among the 4. And he will pluck up them other 3. When the 10 horn get here, he will pluck up the other 3 beasts. He will get with the 10 horn. That's going to make the final beast. What we see in Revelation and Daniel. The little horn came among those 10 horn. Yeah, that false prophet came among them. He tell those 10 horn what to do. He having control over those 10 horn. It's not this pope that is now, but it's the last pope that will come in when the 10 horn get here. So you're talking about the Great Tribulation. Ah, the 4th beast. But the next one is, what's your next? So, but I'm going to get back into the tribulation what Jesus Christ was talking about. Jesus Christ talked about in Matthew, I think, 29 and 30. And seeing a lot of people believe that we're going to be raptured out of here, but we won't be raptured out of here. See, if the saints are gone, who gonna make war with the saints if the saints are gone? It's just a common sense thing. I've been telling people that for 10, 12, 15 years. I say, if the saints are gone, I had a guy at my job. He's talking about we're going to be going out of here. I say, if the saints are gone, who are you going to make war with if the saints are gone? See, we ain't going to be raptured out of here. We're going to be here. That's why the Bible tells you that in Revelation, He's going to make war with the saints, because the saints will be here. Like in Matthew chapter 24, this is going to be the rapture. We're going to be raptured out of here when Christ comes to pick up His church. He's not coming. He's coming immediately after the tribulation, not before it, but it's after. Read Matthew chapter 24 and verse 29. It says, immediately after the tribulation of those days, you see, shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. You see? And then shall all the tribe of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. This is the rapture right here. And we're going to come back with Jesus Christ back down to earth with Him in Jerusalem. And so shall we ever be with the Lord. Now, these preachers be lying, saying, putting all kind of scripture, they don't know what they be talking about. In Mark chapter 13, it tells you the same thing. Mark chapter 13, let me see. But in those days, 13 and verse 24, it tells you, it says, in those days after the tribulation. See, it's going to be days after the tribulation. That's those last 45 days. It got an S on the word days. Then the sun gonna be dark. The moon should not give a light and all that. Then you will see the sign of the coming of the Son of Man in a cloud coming back to earth. In those days after the tribulation. See, in the false prophet from South Carolina, it said the last 45 days is the great tribulation. That's not so. It's not what the Bible says. The great tribulation, the Bible says, will last for 3.5 years. It's going to be great persecution the last 3.5 years. But those days after the tribulation is probably the last 45 days, because the Bible has an S on the days. It could be those days after the tribulation, great tribulation. Then the Son of Man you will see coming back in the cloud. That's when the saints going to be with him. So that's all you have today?
Yes, I do. That's all I have for today. Would you like to add anything else?
Yes, I would like to, people, like I say, talk about my book. I have all this, what I talked about, and I explain more in more detail in my book, The Beast That Was and Is Not and Yet Is. And then you get the 144,000, you will have great understanding about the end time. And I have a lots of things that I haven't talked about in these 2 books. I think you will enjoy it very, very much. So if you get these 2 books, the 144,000 and Speaking in Tongues, and The Beast That Was and Is Not and Yet Is, and I will explain these 4 great beasts to you, if it be God's will one day. But if you get it, you can understand it. You know, it's like a teacher teaching children. So the teacher usually gives them a book so they can study it for themselves. Then we can go over it, and you'll get a great understanding.
And once again, where can we actually get these wonderful 2 books?
You can get them at www.authorhouse.com and Amazon.com. On Amazon, you can get these 2 books.
Thank you so much, Mr. Winfrey. We appreciate you. And we will be talking with you a little bit more about your book. Thank you so much. Do you have any comments or anything else that you would like to speak on?
Yes, you know, about these 2 books, I think they are great books where you can learn a lot about the end time. So if anybody have any question about these 2 books, I will be explaining them through my video so that you might get an understanding. But if you read it, I got it very plainly. I have it written very plainly where you can understand. So if you just listen to me every week, you will see. And thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Mr. Winfrey, for your time.
You're welcome.
Have a blessing.